It's your iPhone.
Rob's Round Table!
Woo! And I am raring to go. Feeling good.
It's been a while.
Good coming back. It's been a minute.
It's been a
I've
while.
been like Tyrone Biggums, right? The Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, you got any of them pods?
Yeah, right?
You got any of them pods, Rob?
Do you know why you're here?
I'm here for the same reason you is, man. I want some crack.
Can we get a
Rob, I need some
pod?
pods.
He's been traveling.
Yeah.
He's a family man. That's fine.
Yeah,
He's a
traveling
family
for
man.
work, unfortunately.
Well, that's
not
not
for
fun.
family. No, I'm missing my family. I'm missing the pod family. I'm
You've
missing
been getting a lot of
football,
hookers,
like-
though?
No, I'm
Isn't
not.
that what married dudes do
I'm
when they
not a-
travel?
So there's
You're a good guy.
There's some traveling gentlemen I know that go to massage parlors
yeah,
and
that's
whatever
a
else,
classier
but
version,
no, dude, it's no way, no
Yeah.
possibility ever. Of
Good.
Mm-mm.
You just FaceTime your wife and kids.
I do a lot. Like the minute I get back to the hotel, when I'm done with work, and then before bed, and
Hats off to this man. He's a better man than me. I would never do that, but I've heard a lot about it.
there's a lot of traveling businessmen that do some sketchy shit.
Yeah, they
dude.
love traveling.
I don't like traveling. It's fine. I don't hate it. I do go out and I eat and I drink like a king, dude. Like
Yeah.
the one place we went, I had an 18-ounce prime rib with like these smoked old fashions with like fancy cherries and smoke rolling out. It's like $100-something.
Your doctor's gonna be pissed.
I know, $100-something dinner. You can see it. Look at the last pot I was on. Look at this one.
You ate a
Like,
couple?
Oh, dude,
He
I know.
still looks sexy.
I don't weigh myself. I'm just gonna try and hide it in the jersey.
This is Week 5 preview. We've had a little bit of a rough start in fantasy. I redeemed last week with, I will say, the Seahawks defense bailed my ass out.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Thank you, Daniel Jones and Brian Dabo. You guys suck.
I know.
They suck.
I got him in the dynasty.
They suck.
Superflex dynasty. I got Daniel Jones. Just
I think I might bet on the
hanging
Giants
out.
this week, though.
Easy.
I think I might bet on the Giants, though. I mean, because they can't be that bad, right?
I don't know. I mean, you kind of thought the same thing about Denver, and I guess they did show up against the Bears after they got their shit pushed in by Miami, but...
Speaking of the Bears, one thing I got to talk about, Chase Claypool. Bro, when it happened, I said it was awful. Terrible trade.
Uh-huh.
We were 3-5 at the time. We were going nowhere. Why are we trading for a receiver that was literally about to be a depreciated asset?
Yep.
The Steelers were sick of his nonsense.
What a waste, dude.
He's a fucking prima donna bitch. He had a 4-touchdown game. He had a nice rookie year. Guy's a prick. Okay? Sucks.
That was at least 10% as bad as the Trey Lance trade.
No, this is worse. I'll tell you why it's worse. At least you went for a fucking franchise quarterback. We went for a knucklehead receiver that's slow.
Yeah.
I got an analogy to give you here.
Oh.
So
Rob's
the Bears.
analogies.
So the Rob analogies with Rob.
Yeah. Analogies.
So-
analogies.
Yes, the Bears traded for a depreciated asset when we were trying to gun to tank last year. Okay, bad decision. You know what that's equivalent? And now the fact that he's going to be released, essentially. He's not dressing anymore.
You don't think traded, though?
No one would trade for him. He's not on the team anymore.
I don't know. They just told him not to show up, right?
He's done. So you don't trade for a guy that the team's like cutting ties with.
At least you for sure get him, but they probably paid... I don't know what his salary is.
Well, I'm telling you, we gave him
Nobody
the
wants to eat
32nd
that.
overall pick for him.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nobody wants to eat that. That's bad.
Joey Porter Jr., who's going to be good.
Arguably a first rounder, right?
Yeah,
Because of the
as a
whole
third- as a
canceled
first rounder.
Miami pick.
So, this is equivalent of what we did. Is what if I did in my personal life. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm married.
I'm nervous, but I'm
Those of
ready.
you that know, I'm married, right? So, equivalent of what the Bears did for Chase Claypool, that trade. I'm married. I fuck a hooker, okay? I don't use a condom. I get caught before I even come.
What the hell?
You ready?
I'm ready.
So I get divorced. I also contract HIV, and it's a sting operation. So now I'm going to jail. I have HIV.
That's a lot. Do you
No,
really
it's
think it's
not,
that
dude.
bad?
We
That
just
is-
traded
that
for
is a
Chase
lot.
Claypool last year. He's off the team. He fucking destroyed our chemistry. He sucks.
Dude, it's bad, but I don't know
Well,
if it's
that's the
that
equivalent of
bad.
that.
I don't know
Bad
if it's
decision.
that bad.
It was a bad decision. I shouldn't have fucked that hooker.
No.
If I did, I should have worn rubber. Maybe I shouldn't have had my wife catch me.
Or
right?
the sting operation.
Yeah, all the things. And I didn't even call him, dude.
No awareness.
And he never even scored a touchdown
You
for
got
us. He
nothing
scored
for
one
it.
touchdown
You got
for us. What
nothing
did he
for
fucking
it.
do?
Yep.
Awful.
You know what his highlight was? Wearing that goofy ass
That's
sweater
that's
with all
the
the holes
highlight.
in it.
Yeah.
That was the highlight
Yeah.
of him being a Chicago Bear.
Wow.
Oh, gross.
Whoa.
Gross.
Wow. Chase Claypool. Good job, Bears.
So,
That's-
anybody who wants, the 49ers are accepting invitations to be a fan. If you'd like to leave the
Yeah,
Bears
that's a
behind
bandwagon thing,
until the
yeah.
McCaskies die.
I just won't be a fan of any team.
Okay. You'll just be a fan of players,
I like Baker Mayfield now.
right?
I'm a Baker Mayfield fan.
Oh, and speaking of Baker, that's the hot rumor, right? Is his offensive coordinator has rejuvenated him in Tampa's offense, and he's hot shit. He's going to be the next Bears head coach. He's going to take over for Eberflus and save
Gross.
Fields and save the day.
Gross. How you like this big mug I have, by the way?
He's been doing it for about 4 months. So
I've been drinking this big mug for about 4 minutes. I mean, so let's promote this.
As,
This mug is now the host of the podcast. You ready to see it? It just sits here. It doesn't do much, but it looks awesome.
It's a girthy mug.
Yeah,
I respect
I'm
the
a
girth.
girthy guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got length and girth.
yeah, that's a big thing. Sweet.
I know.
All right. Week 5 preview. Ready to get into this? You ready to go?
Yeah, let's give her, man. I'm going off the cuff, man.
He's giddy. Yeah, well, he knows his shit. This guy, not in fantasy though.
I'm gonna try. Hey, I am not.
Your dynasty team's trash.
So I used the I'm traveling for work excuse because I couldn't come on the pod without a win, and I got a couple wins this week, so I feel better now.
you have a lot. You're in a lot of leagues. You have some wins.
I'm 500 is my best leagues.
Oh,
I don't have a league I'm above 500. Like, don't tell the fans. Like, maybe you don't.
That's
want
why
to
you
listen
play
to
23
that, but
leagues, and at least you could say you're over
I know,
500 in like
I know.
11 of them.
I only got 5.
Wow.
I know. Slacking.
Disappointing. Okay, Thursday Night Football. Speaking of Chase Claypool, he will not be in uniform. He will not be there. He'll probably be doing a fashion show, right? He'd be awesome. He's just walking out a runway.
It's just going.
Gonna look. It'd be great. Bears +6. Over under 44. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I like the Bears in this game,
Oh, good.
and that's a lot of points. We should have won last week, and I actually kind of like the over. But fantasy, before I get to your takes, let's talk about some fantasy implications. DJ Moore's been crushing it. Justin Fields should crush it. He has not been running the ball at all.
Not enough.
Why?
Not enough to give the competitive advantage.
Why?
Because his coordinator sucks. I don't know.
And another question I have is, what's going on with Jahan
They're
Dotson?
not utilizing.
What's
his
going on
guys.
with Jahan Dotson?
Dotson's killing us, right? That's our guy, right? One of the
We
guys.
kind of liked him, but
I did.
What's he doing?
I fucked if I know, man. Howell just doesn't see him.
I know, but I heard all this shit from all like the wise guys, not in terms of fancy wise guys, but the film wise guys. They told me Jahan Dotson is right behind Terry McLaurin and gonna surpass him in talent.
Yes.
No, he's
And
not.
he looked great
I
on
mean,
film last year.
He did.
And I
5
wonder,
point the ball.
I wonder if it's the injury. I mean, is he struggling through an injury? He's been questionable.
Bro, I see Diami Brown having more catches, more explosive catches. I see Curtis Samuel getting fucking
The runs, which I love.
dude,
yep.
and still the underneath work.
Yep. And even Logan Thomas
Yeah, I was
is
gonna say,
relevant.
old concussed,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like that
He
dude's
got
fucking at
concussed
3 for
again already
44.
this year.
Yeah, but he had 3 for 44 last week. Dotson has yet to have that stat line. He had
I know.
one touchdown
I know.
this year.
I don't get it.
So I'm thinking that Jahan Dotson's gonna have a good game.
Howell's been sneaky good
Right?
too. I do
So
like
Dotson
I
should
do like
crush.
Howell in this matchup.
So in terms of gambling and stuff, like I think his props can be low, like 39 yards.
Yeah,
But it's hard to bet that
it
because
is
like,
because
what
he
the
hasn't
fuck?
done it. But against the Bears
It's
defense,
rough. It's rough. Yeah, we have no secondary right now.
yeah, it's going to be a sloppy game.
What do you got?
They signed a couple
Plus
guys in the
6,
secondary.
44 and a
Yeah,
half.
I'm taking +6 all day with the Bears.
Yeah.
They should have won last week. They're going to save Eberflus's job just to drag out the suffering for all the Chicago fans, unfortunately.
Okay, London game. London. This is gonna be a good London game. Jaguars at Bills. We have Bills -5.5 over under 48. Lot of fantasy players going in this game, like 7 or 8 at least.
At least, yeah. It's a very fantasy relevant game. Set your alarms, get up on time, make sure everyone's
do that.
playing.
It'll be better than watching Desmond Ritter throw fucking 3 picks.
Oh, dude, Ritter
Ugh,
sucks.
He's fucking
Ritter
bad.
sucks. Yeah.
Bad.
He is not
Bad.
the answer. Mm-mm.
He looks like Mariota,
Yeah.
but Mariota at least ran the ball.
Man, it's gross there. They can run like nobody's business, and Bijan looks good, and Algiers getting his, and but fuck. Oh, you know what? I want to know what this game. How in the world is Jonnu Smith averaging twice as many fantasy points a game than Kyle Pitts?
I don't know, because he's a good player, knows how to run a route.
I mean,
Kyle Pitts sucks.
He can't run a route. Is that it?
Dude, I've watched him. He's like very like lackadaisical.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the play. Did you watch the game?
I didn't.
So
honestly.
there was a play. They were like, it was like first and 10 from like their own 7, and they put him in motion, and he like fucked up the motion, like slipped. Dude, like he can't even like literally execute the easiest thing ever, a motion play. Like he went in motion one way and was supposed to go back the other way, and he like stumbled. It's just not good, dude.
Oh, dude, what game was that in the playoffs last year where if he'd have just ran his route hard, he'd have been there, but he half-assed it and they threw a pick. It was near the end zone. It was in the red zone.
This is a motion, though. He's in motion.
Yeah.
He can execute motion.
Motion's hard.
He just like doesn't make himself available to the quarterback, and like he doesn't look as athletic as he was.
So like,
I don't know if it's the injury or his like confidence, but like we know Kyle Pitts is a freak.
Yeah. But this week you're streaming tight end, right? Do you stream Jonnu?
I don't. I'm still starting Kyle Pitts. I'm still starting Kyle Pitts. He's only playing about 67% of the snaps.
I'm starting him in Dynasty, but
I'm still starting him. I'm still starting him in redraft, man. Like that's one of my faults in fantasy. But like week 7, if we're still talking about this right now, then I cut ties.
Okay.
But then the second I cut ties, he's going off for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Most likely.
Although he only has 3 or 4 touchdowns in his career.
Ever.
And also Desmond Ridder has only thrown 3 touchdowns in his career. So it's like a bad, like perfect storm with Mark Wahlberg. Like the posters should be fucking Kyle Pitts.
So
in this hurricane, dude.
Given Atlanta can't pass the ball and Houston has a decent run D, where are you at with Houston's D this week if you're streaming defenses?
I'm streaming the Falcons D.
No, I disagree. I'd rather have Houston's.
CJ Stroud has yet to throw a pick.
Take both.
No. Nope. I like the Falcons in this. Why are we talking about the Falcons?
I don't know. We got thrown off on the last week's fucking.
Oh, we did. Yeah. That's what we do.
We went on a tangent
so I like the Jags plus 5.5 here. We've been drinking. Had some chili cheese dogs. Jaguars plus 5.5. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and I mean it's still a relevant conversation. Which do you?
It is, and that's the next game actually. But
yeah, so it works.
Nice.
I
like that.
I'm going with the Bills to cover.
Really?
Yeah.
5.5. That's the popular
T-Law's
pick,
been a little disappointing this year. I like when ETN surprised me. Bigsby's taking a little longer to catch on than I thought he might, but I'm going to take... If it was 6.5, I'd probably go Jags.
Call me crazy. I think this is a Trevor Lawrence coming out party. I think they win the game, dude.
I hope so, dude.
I think they win the game.
So.
I think
really
they win the
do.
game.
I hope you're right.
I think I am. Texans, Falcons. Falcons -2 over under 41. We talked about this a little bit with Kyle Pitts. He smells like Pitts. I take Falcons here, and I like Falcons defense as my stream of the week.
I take Houston here, and I like Houston's defense as my stream of the week.
Wow. So we expect no points scored in this game?
Exactly. Take the under. That's the smart bet.
41?
Take the under.
Okay. Wow.
There's nothing else to say about this game. We covered it.
No,
right?
there's nothing. I like that.
Nico Collins, maybe.
I was all about Nico Collins last year, and he burned me.
Yeah.
Not about him this year.
Yeah, but he looked pretty great last week.
No, he's a fucking beast.
You play Collins, I think, if you got him. But otherwise, I don't want a lot to do with either of those past games.
I'm just like a Spurn lover at this point because like
Spurn lover.
He was a pillar player of mine last year, man, and like Davis Mills just fucking railed his asshole and left him not being able to run.
No.
And like I didn't think CJ Stroud would be I didn't think he'd be throwing downfield.
Like Bad Santa, like you ain't gonna walk right for weeks.
Right for a week, man. Ravens Steelers. Ravens -4 over under 38. That's very low. The Steelers are worst offense in the league, super inefficient.
And maybe without Pickett.
Well, that actually might be a good thing.
You think so? Trubisky would be better?
I don't know, man. Like, how could it be good when be the worst offense in the league?
Yeah.
Can't get worse.
Yeah, I suppose. Can't get worse.
I mean, Pickett sucks.
I think that line should be higher. I think Baltimore easily covers, personally.
It'll be similar to what happened last week when Deshaun Watson was out and you saw the fucking rookie that just
speaking of which, dude, did you hear he chose to be out?
Yeah, he chose. That's him.
Yeah, like, that's kind of fucking
There
shitty.
was a very, very hot massage parlor in the area, and he's like...
I got some things to do.
Was he on the sideline? Do we know he was on the sideline?
I don't know. I didn't watch.
He showed up in the third quarter, all fucking, like, passed out.
Yeah.
Just like...
Real relaxed.
Like, your zipper's down. I like the Ravens as well in this game, but the problem is it's the Steelers, and at home getting 4 points seems like a trap, dude.
Yeah, it
Right?
can,
Like-
and then all these division games are tough, especially AFC North.
Like
division
Tomlin,
games.
bro.
Yeah.
And we all know Lamar Jackson, every time I watch him red zone, he's just fumbling the ball. They don't always, like, it's not always a turnover.
He's sloppy, yeah.
Like, dude, he's just, like, on a fucking little, like, RPO, just a fumble. Like, not like a normal, like, he just, like, knocks it out to his knee.
Does he got tiny hands?
No, I think he's just lazy.
Yeah, just sloppy.
Is that racist?
No. I don't think so.
Train.
Wild card!
Game on!
Game on!
Could. Shouldn't.
Can't. It's against law. I'm a Boy Scout, remember?
He is. Saints at Patriots. This is pretty much pick 'em. Patriots -1 over under 40, which seems actually high. I thought this would be like 38 over under. because Mac Jones blows and Derek Carr's hurt, and it's bad.
Yeah, and New England's a decent defense.
So that seems like a trap for the over-under because you just choose under, right?
I think so. I think I would easily take the under in that.
Well,
Bless you.
Well,
Bless you.
For the game, I'm going to say I like the Patriots. As crazy as that sounds, man. Bill Belichick, dude.
Is he gonna get squeezed out? Is Kraft done with him, dude? Is it Belichick's fault finally?
Never his fault.
I mean, somebody's fault.
It's not great. It's not great.
Somebody's fault. I'm betting against Mac Jones. I'm taking New Orleans.
Fantasy wise, Chris Olave has been poop.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed has been.
Juwan Johnson's not even
decent.
playing.
Nope, useless.
And then in terms of the Patriots, man, fucking Ramondre Stevenson.
So you know what I learned today?
Bro.
I thought through some things before coming
did?
on the pod today.
Okay. What'd you learn?
I try and think ahead of time. It's not all just bullshit I spew in the moment.
Yeah.
And what I learned is apparently I have no idea what a good tight end is. Every single one of my tight end takes in all of our previous pods, they're all terrible.
Well, Irv Smith,
Juwan
you
Johnson.
can't count.
I can.
No, he's been hurt, and Joe Burrow isn't playing. Like,
Yeah.
he's there, but he's not.
But
You know?
I was high on Juwan, right? We were high on Pitts. I'm high on Irv Smith. Like,
Yeah, that's not
dude. I apparently have no idea
It's
what
not,
a good tight end
and
looks
you
like.
got it.
Okonkwo was one.
It's not that you're bad at tight end takes, it's that tight ends are bad. And you're
so-
going to be wrong more times than not.
So-
Mark Andrews been bad, take away one game, been bad. Kelsey hasn't even been that great.
In another year or two, do we just fade tight ends away out of fantasy distributed kickers?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll just start a kicker at my tight end slot. You probably get more points.
yeah.
Bro.
Michael,
I'll start Seattle's defense in my tight end slot every week.
Michael Thomas has been fine. Carr worries me with that bad shoulder. If he tries to play through it again and is struggling, they're not going to get much offense. Kamara is the only thing I feel good about there.
13
He still looks
catches.
explosive. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And when you got a bum shoulder, you're taking the short little dump offs and playing it safe. On the other side of the ball, Stevenson should get his. They said before the game last week that Zeke's going to get more starter snaps and all that bullshit.
That means.
And neither one of them really got much or ran much. So
No.
it was kind of a gross game for both of them. But you still got to start Stevenson if you got him, man. Where
Yeah,
you
you drafted him, and he
Yeah.
is a decent player.
Yeah.
Okay, Panthers at Lions. Lions minus 10. Holy fuck. Over under 44.
I never thought I'd see the day where Lions were fucking minus double digits.
I had to take the Panthers here. That's a lot of fucking points, dude.
So many points, but
Uh,
Bryce Young's been bad. He's playing.
They have a
again.
decent D, though.
They do.
And, like, there's a lot of points, dude. Like 10?
Yeah.
That's reserved for Kansas City and Buffalo, dude.
Jameson Williams coming back should help that offense too.
Maybe. I love Jameson. I have him everywhere, but I'm not starting him. He's not going to play much. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of fucking points. Fantasy-wise, Chuba Hubbard, what the fuck? He's like out-snapping Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Don't get that.
Yeah. Where?
The
Why?
receiver
I
room's
don't
a
know.
mess. Adam Thielen, who I just fucking
Is a
railed
tight
on.
end who can't play apparently.
And then speaking of another tight end, I have to own this real quick. Mr. Laporta.
Yeah,
I gotta own
we
it.
do.
No, mostly me, man. I
But-
went hard.
But you owe Story an
I
apology.
do. I'm
more
sorry,
than anything.
Story. I went hard on Sam Laporta. Multiple takes and
Michael
shorts.
Mayer ain't done shit.
No, he has 3 catches, dude.
Like,
he has a 2-point conversion.
yeah,
though.
we've been proven wrong on that one. That's part of my I can't pick tight ends. Like,
No, it's not that. That is actually a bad one. But it's more like we didn't see that Jacoby Myers is like Devontae Adams, and they have Devontae Adams, and they have 2 Devontae Adams. So who you gonna throw to?
so did you hear? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Devontae Adams, right? He's getting upset. He's not happy. They're not building a winning culture.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to fuck around. Whatever else.
Get him out.
The team with the most salary cap space right now that could afford to trade for him in win now mode. They did it last year for a stud running back. Do they do it this year for a stud receiver and continue to stack that offense?
Who?
49ers.
Oh,
Trade for Devontae Adams.
jeez.
There's no stopping them then, bro,
Stop.
right? You were easily in the Super Bowl if you get Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Sam Laporta, though, I'm sorry. I don't think he's that good. I think he's in a great situation,
That's
which works. They're
But he-
moving him around, and like
he
he's
looks
good
good
enough.
against
He
the
does.
zone, though, dude.
He does.
He is
He does.
reading
He
the
does.
zone really well.
I apologize. Who are you taking in this game? You taking Panthers?
No, I'm taking Detroit.
Wow.
They're gonna cover, man. I'm a Dan Campbell truther at this point. I believe in him.
And what I said earlier about the Giants, I might have to renege on that because the Giants are against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are at home. Dolphins are minus 11.
70 to 20. Here we
48.5.
come.
I mean, yeah, because Dolphins are angry. They just come off a loss.
Yep. I'm going Dolphins all day.
I
on this
have
one,
to.
man. And you're
I have
starting
to on
every
this
Dolphins
one.
player you have, dude. I don't care. Mostert, Achane, Tua, the receivers. Like they're gonna fucking blow them up.
Yeah. The
They're
fucking
gonna blow
water
him up.
boy. You're starting fucking
Anyone you can.
the janitor.
Mike
like,
McDaniel.
This dude's gonna clean up 7 shits today. Without a trace, dude. Over under 48.5. That's Dolphins are primed. I will say I'll make one little thing here. I've been liking Wan'Dale Robinson recently. His snap share's been ramping up, and they have all those receivers, right? But like at some point they have to realize like maybe like
Focus on
find
him.
a couple guys that are good.
I'm
right?
so disappointed in Hyatt. He's the only guy that's not a fucking slot receiver there.
Right, but you can't. You have no time to even throw the ball.
You
Anywhere.
don't, I guess.
So like that's the guy though, because like Sterling Shepard, bad ACL.
Paris
he's injured.
Campbell had a
Paris
little
Campbell's bad.
hint of, like,
Wan'Dale
maybe-
Robinson is an explosive, good slot receiver, and obviously Darren Waller sucks.
I don't know. Is it him or is it Danny Duds?
It's both.
It's not even Danny Dimes anymore. It's Danny Duds.
Duds, I like that.
Duds. Danny Milk Duds.
We're both taking the Dolphins. Titans at Colts. This would be a good game here. We have Colts at home plus 1.5.
Yeah, Titans been struggling
43.5 over under. This is real tough, dude.
It's a pick 'em, essentially, right?
Man, with what the Titans did, I know the Bengals have been rough. I respect that.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins has not gotten going
No.
yet, but Derrick Henry's getting juiced up a bit. That culture is still there, and I don't know what the Colts
is.
culture is.
The-
Depends on Jonathan Taylor as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and with Taylor coming back, like that's kind of the deciding factor for me. Like I know what Tennessee is, and I know what Indy is, and with Taylor coming back, that little maybe hint up a little bit more. I'm gonna pick the Colts in this one, but man, it is close and it is not easy to
I'm
pick.
taking the Titans.
Do you
I
play
am.
Taylor this week?
I got to see the reports, but if I don't,
He's healthy. He's completely healthy. He's practicing.
He's been
in
healthy.
full.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah,
We
he's
all know he
practicing
has been
in full
healthy.
and he's healthy. So,
Yeah.
do you play him?
Right.
And do you sit Moss? I mean, the people
Yeah.
need answers, man. What
Probably.
are we gonna do?
Probably. I'm not
Probably,
playing him. I mean,
probably, maybe at some point down the
Yeah,
road, Taylor could be a better.
You
starter
sound like
than
Story.
Moss. That was the joke. That was the joke.
Yeah. At some point, can he be?
That was. Sorry, Story. Love you, buddy.
Yeah, all right.
Wouldn't make fun of you if I didn't love you.
All right, that's a tough game. Bengals at Cardinals. Bengals -3 over.
Oh, wait,
under
who did you take
44.
in the last one? I'm sorry.
I took Titans.
Okay, we've disagreed a lot. This
have.
week. I like it.
Bengals Cardinals. Bengals -3 on the road over under 44.5. Joe Burrow is still nursing that calf. We have T. Higgins, who's probably going to be out. He's a broken rib. And I know they have this week they have the Cardinals. I don't know who they have next week, but they have a bye week 7.
So sit Higgins.
It's probably in their best interest just
Yeah.
to sit him 2 weeks.
And you've got Boyd, dude.
But it's hard to do that when they're 1-3. If they lose this game, I think at this point, if they lose this game without Higgins, their season's over.
And so
I mean, you can't beat the Cardinals.
Watching the Cardinals last week against the Niners.
Frisky, bro.
This is a team that's supposed to be tanking, and
They've
they're
been
not.
frisky
They
all
didn't-
year.
They didn't get the memo,
All year.
right? Like they showed out early against the Giants. They beat the Cowboys. This is a much better team than anybody thinks or expected. Not maybe than you think, but expected. And it's they're gonna come and ball. And Cincy's been struggling, but
I'm
I think
taking
it's
the Bengals.
I think it's a get right game
Has
for the
to.
Bengals.
Has to be, man.
And I think Chase shows out, and I think Mixon shows up. Those are the two that I really like in this
Yeah.
game. If I'm looking at like a single game parlay, I'm
Yeah.
putting those two together with something else.
Yeah, especially if this stays at 3 or goes to 2.5, I'm going to be hammering. And the thing
Yeah.
is, the line is contingent on Higgins. I would, as a bettor, prefer Higgins don't go to 3.5. Give
Yeah.
me Joe Burrow as a primetime player in this matchup because they are going to win. that
Take
game.
Boyd over some really low yards. I like Michael Wilson in this matchup too.
If the Cardinals win, they're going to have a better record than the Bengals. Wow. Bro, we're not in week 2. And that's the end of the year for them because the Ravens are solid. Dude, we've seen the Browns be good.
Crazy.
And the Steelers are still going to win 8 games.
That Browns defense is legit.
I know, so they need to win this game. Like, need to.
Mr.
Need to.
fucking
Have to.
Schwartz
Have to.
showing out again.
Have to. Eagles-Rams. Eagles -4.5 on the road, over under 50. Wow. Stafford's a little banged up, but you have Cooper Kupp coming back potentially, which this line will swing probably, but I mean, he's not going to be 100%, or not going to be playing 100% of the snaps, rather. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
But they have not been covering this year. They've
I
been a
know.
little
I would expect it
sloppy,
to be
but
higher. They have, and then going to the West Coast is tough. It's a long travel is always hard.
Still
on a
the
team,
Eagles,
but-
man. Still the Eagles. Rams overachieved a bit. I still like the Rams. They can lose this game and still be fine.
You're arguably starting every starter on the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're starting everyone on the Rams. Starting Kyron
Yeah.
Williams. You're starting
Yeah.
Puka Nacua.
Higbee if he's healthy.
Even if Cooper Kupp comes back.
What about
starting
Tutu?
Nacua.
Do you draw the line
Yeah.
at Tutu?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's the 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Although he could blow up, right? He could
And
have a
those
deep
runs,
touchdown.
man, I love, right?
What about Van
The jet
Jefferson?
sweeps and shit. Fuck that.
He's terrible. Him and his chains, dude. Take your chains off. You suck.
He's a van down by the river now. That's all he is, bro.
Bum. Chiefs Vikings. We have Chiefs minus 4.5 on the road, over under 53. Wow. I think initially my thought is I like the over.
I mean, that's a big over, but I still like it.
Sucks.
It does. And
the Chiefs have yet to click.
They have not been hitting. Like they haven't been on point.
They will.
So
they will.
Will they? Will Cousins? I like Minnesota stacks this week. Really.
Do you like Minnesota plus 4.5 though?
No, I don't, man. I think the Chiefs fucking show out, man. They do their thing. I think but Cousins and Jefferson and Hawkinson, fantastic plays this week, dude. Those guys are.
Believe it or not, I am taking Minnesota. I think they lose by a field goal.
And I could see that too.
They have a chance to win the game.
The way KC's been playing and Minnesota's been fighting, I'm not strongly picking KC, but I think they've slowly been putting more and more together every week.
They have, yeah. And, Taylor Swift and all that. Jets at Broncos.
She's a thing.
She is, apparently. Broncos minus 1.5.
Mr. Taylor Swift at tight end now, right? That's who plays tight end for the Chiefs?
Yeah, Mr. He's
Taylor
changing
Swift.
his name.
Mr. Taylor Swift.
His dick's gone. Jets at Broncos. Broncos minus 1.5 at home, over under 43.5.
What the fuck do you do with this game?
Jets.
Dude, I don't...
Jets.
I guess.
Jets.
Like, I have to go Jets too, but I don't like
Jets.
it. I don't want anything to do with it.
Me neither, but the Broncos are bad. Dude, Russell Wilson's the same old player he was last year. Not the same old player he used to be. Jerry Jeudy has just not played well. They're just not explosive. You got injured running back room.
Wilson's been okay, in all honesty.
His stats have been okay, but...
For fantasy, he's been okay.
Bad. Give me the Jets. Jets have a chance to make the playoffs in my mind if they get their shit right.
Garrett Wilson is an elite receiver. He's going to show up there.
Defense is elite.
Brees Hall is not on
the Broncos have
anymore,
nothing
right?
elite, dude. They should have got blown up by the Bears.
Yeah.
Not good.
Should've.
Not good.
Should've.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Haskins. Husky.
Sorry, D. Hask.
Well, he's haunting us.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.
We talk shit because we love you, bro.
All right. Cowboys at Niners. Okay, Cowboys plus 3.5, over under 45.5. I like the Cowboys. It's not close. I like them.
Nope. That's the Niners. I'm a homer.
I'm
fucking live and die with
So
them.
let's not even listen to his opinion
Nope,
here.
I wouldn't.
We should just block him off for this.
If I was you, I would completely disregard everything.
How about this? Over under 45.
Under.
I think over.
I think
Good
under.
defenses, but
both those defenses. They're two of the best defenses in the NFL.
Well, I don't know. So the Cowboys get just lit up by the Cardinals.
That was
I saw
one
the
game.
Cardinals give up.
That was one
I
game.
saw the fucking. Didn't you give up almost 20 points to the Cardinals as well?
16.
Wow.
Been putting up 30-something a week. I mean, Dallas has been putting up 30-something.
Tony Pollard needs to show me something here because he's been struggling.
Yeah, and the Niners D will bend. And Pollard, you got to play because of where you took him, and you're playing.
Well, yeah, I'm saying he's been struggling. I expect him to show out this game. CD Lamb as well. I don't know about your corner situation. You'd probably know that more than me.
Javarius Ward is fine. He'll give up a few plays a game, but he's a good corner. It's more the pressure forcing the quarterback to throw off the back foot or on the run or whatever.
Where's
else.
Nick Bosa been?
More than double teamed. You know he's double teamed more than anybody in the NFL.
Well, I started him in your league last week, and he got 0 points.
Well, you should drop him, and I'll add him. 1 out of every 3 plays, he's double teamed.
Well, how's that working out for other teams? Stop double teaming him so I can get some sacks on my fucking fantasy team.
It's working out for the Niners.
Well, you get bonuses for tackles for loss, and sacks are huge. I'm going to keep on running the guy out there.
But not pressures.
No, you're right. Monday Night Football, Packers at Raiders. Packers minus 1 on the road, over under 45. A pick'em, essentially. This is tough because we don't know about Jimmy Garoppolo.
A banged up Garoppolo. I'm taking Green Bay's defense, dude, is where I'm at. Like, that's what wins this game to me. Vegas doesn't have the defense that Green Bay does. I still don't believe in Love. I think it's been some fluky bullshit, but it's one of those. I think Green Bay easily covers that. I would take Green Bay
minus 3.
Yeah, I'm right there. Yeah, I think they'd cover a field goal.
Yeah. Yeah, fantasy impacts. Aaron Jones, is he healthy? A.J. Dillon is just a turd.
He's awful, dude.
Bro.
Fuck him and Kelly, honestly. Like, your starters are out.
And
This is
Gibson.
your chance to shine. And,
What's wrong with my guys?
Robinson wasn't out. So
No, I'm just saying, come on, man. Play some football. Raiders wise, Adams, he's a little disgruntled as you mentioned.
Yeah, Myers looks really good, dude.
He does.
Like
He
he
really
looks
does.
better than any receiver in New England right
He looks
now.
better than Michael Meyer.
You know what I'm saying? Like he looks better than any New England receiver.
100%,
Like they fucked up letting him go.
100%. And then I want to see Christian Watson, honestly, because he got that free touchdown last week.
Dobbs has been pretty consistent too.
Right, but
on the
Christian
other
Watson
side.
is the guy, and if he can get a full complement of snaps in this game, he could feast. I think he can get back into that elite top 16 option.
Yeah, I like Dobbs better coming in than Watson, and I think it's
As
closer.
his value or just a player?
No, like as a player, I thought
Oh.
Dobbs was going to come in and be the one, dude, when they both got drafted that year. And I thought real highly of him, and he struggled a little bit last year, but
He did. He was really bad.
I think he's still underrated. I think him and Watson are closer than the average person realizes, in my opinion. But if Dobbs is out there, I'd still add him, is my takeaway on that one, but not necessarily need to start him, depending on your buys.
Wow. Okay. Any last thoughts? Anything to say to any of the peeps? Or
If Jimmy G is out and you can play Green Bay's D,
I was
on
talking
Monday
about
night,
more like a
like, I love that
full
too.
encompassing, not the
And
game. What do
I
you
know.
got?
I was finishing the game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You jumped the gun on the game
I'm
for me.
sorry.
That's all.
I'm
No big
sorry.
deal. All encompassing. Don't lose in fantasy. I recommend
Yeah,
that.
how do you do that?
That's a strong recommendation by me. And if you are losing in season long, go play some daily. Go look at
That
your
just
best
compounds
balls.
your
and
shit, though.
Go look at some best ball, and hopefully they're good.
Yeah,
How's
my
your
best
best ball?
ball is not good.
Not good. No. Not
No,
yet.
all my last picks were fucking McCall Hardman and Chase Claypool. I don't play football.
They don't play football.
Aaron Rodgers killed
How's
Hardman.
Randall Cobb though? Like starting out of Hardman. Like I don't get
It's
that.
stupid.
That's
They
gross.
need someone to actually make plays.
Yeah.
And like down the field.
Yeah, it's weird.
Um,
I don't know. It's weird.
Hasn't been great. All right, well, we'll be back soon. This man's a shit. We love having him on. We missed him.
Yep, I missed it. I got my fix today. Little
Yeah, he got it. He got it. Rob's Roundtable.
Rob Shaw.
And it's been a complete joy.
I name this here fort Pittsburgh Nellie, a Welsh whore who could do things with her one good arm that would make you forget that thing on her neck.